I have this doll that I recently purchased that I am giving a complete makeover to. He is a boy doll, but he's kind of wonky and girly looking, and he does have, for some reason, a hole in his nose, but I don't think there's much I can do for that. He's got a teeny tiny hole in his nose. That's not good. I wonder if I can fix that. Here is a close-up of the hole because it did not appear on camera. And you can see how this little part is hollow. To help soften up eyes, you either have to run them under extremely hot tap or put their face in boiling water. It's actually dangerous and should not be done by children, and if you are a child, you need adult supervision. It's very hot. Then you want to wiggle the eyes out of the softer plastic, and this will help get the eyes out. Yeah, as I suspected these are smaller than those, so I'm not sure if, well, there's a lot of discoloration under his eye, but I wonder if these will work better. I've got the smaller size too. The good thing about these eyes is you get a lot of eyes for your money. You'll spend like $1 and you'll get like 10 sets of eyes. Just gonna have to go with light blue. There. Now they are both in. He looks a little cross-eyed. Now, if I was talented, I could paint this little inside part white so it looks like he has whites of his eyes, but he does not really have whites of his eyes. He looked crazy before. He looks a little crazier. Luckily, I was able to find at least eyes that fit his head. Accidentally gave him a little bit of a boil wash. It won't matter because later I'm going to repaint his face and then give him another hairstyle and do something about that hole in his nose that I showed you earlier. His eyes are in certain light are really hard to see now, so it's not the best that I changed them to the blue color. They are blue, and the reason that is that the eyes are actually behind. His plastic eyes were eye forward, and they were still behind, but they had the white around it. This one is glass, but it's a sticker under glass. So his eyes are deep set now, so they're a little harder to see. Update with his paint job. Not sure if I'm gonna seal this in. I might just see how I like it over a few days, and if I decide I don't, then I can undo it. This is very hard to do on camera, so I'm gonna do this part off camera and then show you. I decided that the watercolor pencils were not saturated enough, so I decided to go in with a marker fine tip, and I will finish that a little more and then show you the difference. So I put the colored watercolor pencil over that, so I just wanted them to be thicker eyebrows because he was looking a little girly. I can only do a trim around his face because he is not rooted at all well. Get the hair out of his face. So here's his rooting. Not good. So to prevent that, this stays on plastic pretty well. So the large parts of this that are not colored at all, this is about the right color. I may have to do a couple layers of this just because the area, there's so much area to cover. You can also find the right color paint, but then you would have to seal that in. This one seems to work a little better in that portion. His hair is a little auburn, so you want to use a mix of browns and reds. And that's just so when you're filming, you can't necessarily see huge areas of scalp. One of the last things is this conditioner from Fecchia. Works pretty well in dolls. It's not leave-in conditioner. I originally thought it was mousse when I got it, but it seems to help keep their hair in shape. Oops. You do too much. I thought this was recording and it wasn't. I added in some sideburns. I'm not sure if that part recorded. I replaced his eyes. I repainted his eyebrows. I added in some sealant. I put some sealant on his wonky nose. I filled in the back of his head because he is very sparsely rooted in the back. Not as bad in the front. I redid the eyebrows to give him more of a manly look, which I think compared to his old look is good. Just want to work on a little more of hint of the sideburns and working on the hairline to make it look a little more natural. The only other time I've done that was when I was working on a doll that was supposed to look like a Pacific character. And this doll is done, and at the end I will have some pictures of what it looked like before and now.